Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Limpitz from Jo Newsham. And I hope I pronounced the last name right. Okay. I'm going to do four corners and a border on this one. Just because. All right. This starts off with an orb, wherever you want it. I think I'm going to put it in the. Okay, right here. And of course, these could be whatever size you want. Um, of course. Then, a little filled in orb, or a big dot, whichever way you want to think about it. A little off center to wherever, whichever direction you want it, but just a little bit off center. Then some straight lines coming from that center, somewhat widely spaced apart. I think, yeah, in my step out, I think I did them a little bit closer than I'm doing now. I was re-looking at Jo's step out in her work, and you'll find that a link to that in the description section. And it seemed like they were a little bit wider than I have started off with, but you know what? At the same time, because of the next step, I think we just want to have a little differentiation. So on the next step, she has us dividing these, but not all of it. Just like what would that be? A little more than a quarter, or maybe a third of it. You decide. Up to you. That's why I like to take a look at her stuff. And while I'm dividing it, some of the bigger gaps, I'm filling those in too, because this is like using hash marks for shading. So we're using the pen to shade a little bit, and then her next step is shading. On her step out, she uses red, but then it's like, well, but that because I'm looking, but wait, but there's nothing there but shading. So that's what she has. So on the opposite side of this, she has some graphite, and I'm going to use a different torchon than I was using, because the one I was using as I was playing was like so packed up. And I want a little bit. Oh, that might have some purple in it. Well, if there's some purple on here, that's why. And kind of, she brings it down a little bit. Like that. So, yeah, make sure to take a look at what she has. Now, you can use this as a fill-in, as a decoration. It's kind of like just a neat way to decorate an orb. I'm just going to fill some in here. And I'm thinking, well, as I was looking at hers, it doesn't seem to matter where you put the extra lines. I'm going to say it's probably going to make sense to put them maybe in the same direction. It doesn't matter where you put the offset. But she definitely has it showing that the shading is coming on this side. I'm going to use what's left here. And it's just neat. Now, there's and they don't have to butt up. This is one that's just to your imagination, which is why I keep hesitating, because apparently I lack in that. Sometimes the random placement of ones just kind of throw me a little bit. Oh, I like those lines the best. So something. Oh, you can fill in. You could probably, hollowbow some in there. Actually, I'll do that in one. I'll do that too. I'll do that as well. Although I'm thinking with the shading, you'd want to have one going over another, so that way you could shade. When you shade it, it would be, hovering over. But like I said, it's kind of an interesting tangle. And I know in one of her samples, um, it looked. I think there's only one sample. Oh, you know what? I think it's on. Oh no, it's on Tangle Patterns. I'm not sure how Linda got this look. Yeah. Well, except you know what? Maybe she went a little bit darker. It looks like they're caved in. So I'll put both links in the description section, and take a look. And it could be this orb. And what's nice is if you need to enlarge that orb, just because things got a little sloppy, as mine did. You can just make that any size even after the fact, which is cool. So, like I said, it's an interesting tangle, and I don't know. It's just like I said, interesting. Take a look at both of those, and have fun with it. And it could be a fill-in, it could be an accent, as I mentioned, whatever floats your boat. So I'm going to draw some more, but I'm going to tell you, or ask you actually, if you like the video. Ooh, I'm going to do one here, and then that'll be built in right on top of it. We're gonna hollaball this one like that. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, and I hope you don't mind. I do these live. I don't record it. I honestly don't prepare too much because I like things to be genuine. I hope that you enjoy that. I just have a thing about it, and the whole genuine thing, and because there's no other way for me to be, frankly. Sorry. So if you enjoy it, please click the like button, and if you like it enough to see more, make sure to click the subscribe button. And in the description section, I just thought of something else that I'm going to try. In the description section, you will find resources besides the step outs, ways to connect with me if you wish. A link to my website, Facebook page. Actually, if you click on underneath the video here, if you click on my name or my picture, that'll take you to the home page for the YouTube channel. There I have links to everything in the banner, the header thing. And also you'll see that I have playlists. I have a ton of things on there. So if you need to have your tangle fix, just have fun there. Here's what I was also thinking, and I did this on the play box on my step out. With this, I'm just going to thicken this edge just a tad with the pen to kind of go along with the shading. That made a little difference. Let's do another one. Could just try like redefining it first, so going over it, that makes it a little thicker, and then you can always, this needs to be corrected. I like to have a merge, not just be, here's a blob of ink. That kind of, it adds something. Oh, and see, now all of a sudden, maybe it's because of that, or maybe it's just my eyes. Now all of a sudden, I'm seeing dimension that I wasn't seeing before. You could also accentuate some of this shading with actual graphite. That's up to you. So just another thought on that. And that's why I like kind of a free form, because sometimes really great ideas just happen. And anyway, I like it. I know there's some other people that like it too. So let's see. I mentioned everything in there, in the description section. On my website, though, if you are interested in taking classes, and what I like to do is explore tangles and just see what kind of fun we can have. And that's what we do on the sessions that I host. So if you are interested in something like that, where it's not necessarily, I mean, I have some other, well, actually, even the classes that I do that are more project based, it's still not something where you need, where you can make it look like what we're doing, or you can kind of do your own thing. And I love that. And most everybody else does too. And I like to let you know that, because I've heard from some people that they have shared that how much they like that versus feeling the pressure of, oh, I got to make it look just like that. It's just a whole different experience. And we have a bunch of crazy Tangle addicts that add to the enjoyment. It's just so much fun. So I hope that maybe you might join us sometime. Just add some graphite here. Oops, sorry. Pause 1 second. Let me fix that light. And boom, we're back. And has things gone? This camera, boy, oh boy, I need to go shopping. All right. So, like I said, it's just neat. I'm going to fill in some more before I take the picture for the cover. You'll already have seen what I ended up doing. But it's just an interesting tangle. Another thing you can do with orbs. And just how fun. All right. So, again, thank you so much for watching. I've turned a very simple tangle into 10 minutes. So, thank you so much for watching if you watched to the end and listened to me blather on. And I wish you happy tangling.